What's the crack, lads? Danny here, and welcome to my 10k Q&A video. So I got all my questions on Twitter under the hashtag AskDanny. I took one question from the actual YouTube video that said ask me on Twitter. A lot of people asked on hashtag AskDanny, but they spelt it with one Y instead of two, and that's already a trending thing, so hence I put two Ys. So the people that did one Y, I won't be able to answer your questions because it's lost in a heap of boy band stuff. Okay, so I'm sorry about that. So let's get right into the questions. And the first question is from Lobster Doges. And he says, Danny Plays, where do you see your YouTube channel going and what do you think about your channel has grown so far? That's a good question. Very good question. I think my YouTube channel is going to keep going. I have a very strong motivation to keep it going because it is one of the coolest things ever to have a group of people that actually want to watch my videos, and I don't have to, look to other websites and stuff that can give me more views, where I can just upload a video and I have, a base of viewers there that can watch the video and fans, and that is the coolest thing about it, to be honest. For me, that's what drives me to do a video every time. I'm like, I'd like to see all these people comment on my video. Having people that you can regularly see comment on your video is one of the coolest things you can ever have. Trust me, it is absolutely awesome. So let's go on to the next question. Thank you very much for the question, man. Danny Plays, how long have you played video games? I've played video games since I was very young. Pokemon were the first few games that I used to play, and I still absolutely adore Pokemon to now. It's one of my favorite games just because it was one of the best games I played when I was younger. I pretty much played them all. Then I played PS1 games, PS2 games, Xbox 360 games. I used to be a COD kid, and then I moved on to PC after I saw DayZ. And how has gaming affected your life? Probably in a good way and a bad way. Probably in a bad way in terms of since I'm all the time trying to edit videos, stream, play games, I'm probably not as social as I should be. But in college right now, I'm definitely I'm fixing that a lot because I'm editing for I'd say about 4 hours a week, and the rest of the time I'm literally hanging around with friends or in college or doing something. So it's not too bad now, but when I'm at home for the summer, I'm literally just gaming, editing, streaming, everything I can. But, I don't really mind, to be honest. It's not really a big deal. So thanks, Harry, for the question. 2 questions, and he actually has more questions. That was 2 of 5 he had for me. So let's move on to Alzo, who used to be one of my mods, or is still one of my mods. I can't even remember. Will you ever do a face cam in a video or on Twitch? Yes. I don't know about on videos, because that could be interesting, do a face cam on my videos, but I don't know. We'll think about it. And how do you think you will do if a zombie apocalypse occurs? I like to think I'd do okay, maybe. Nothing special, not like the last few, but I'd survive a while. Depends, it depends on everyone, situational. I don't know how well I actually would do, but that's very... I'd say I'll do alright, okay? Let's just say I'll do alright, okay? But everybody, I think, thinks they can do okay in a zombie apocalypse until, they turn into the first one or their family turns and, it actually gets bad. So let's move on to the next question. Thanks very much, Alzo. And Joey said, Danny, do you have a woman in your life, or do you agree with the view that they were too expensive? That's a funny question, Joey. No, I don't have a woman in my life right now, but do I agree with the view they're too expensive? Yeah, it is expensive to have a girlfriend, but... if it's the right girl, it will be worth it. It will be worth spending on your money on her because you don't mind, and it's something that you'll where else would you spend the money better? So thanks, Joey, for the question, and yeah, that's that. Let's move on to the next one, which is from Dion PJ Core, and he asks, "Fuck, marry, and kill Silo, Squirrel, and Fred." Okay, that's a very specific question. I like that one. Okay, I'd marry Squirrel. I'd probably fuck Fred and then kill Silo because I don't know Silo. So Silo, if you ever watch this video, no offense to be taken here because I don't know you yet. Okay, I'd love to actually talk to you and actually have a chat. But as for now, I'm sorry, I can't kill one of my friends. Sorry, Silo. Next question is from Hawkular. Danny, what was your first job and why did you work there? Keep up the vids. My first job was strawberry picking, but that was kind of like just a job to tide me over for a summer. But my first proper job was working in a convenience store, as most American people would call it, or just, a newsagent. So I was working there, and that was to actually buy my PC. I worked for a whole summer and a bit longer, and then I was saving up for a whole year to get my first PC, and I have to say, it was worth it in the end, right? Let's move on to Smoke and ask me, how do I get gooder at the game like you? I'm not particularly gooder how do you get gooder at the game? I'm not particularly good at the game, but you play it a lot, and I guess that's it. Day Zero helped me a lot. I wouldn't be, I don't know, anywhere near as good as I am without playing that, because that, you know, forces you to, and you know, that was a big part of it, I think. So let's get on to the next question, and here we go. Here's Harry's other 3 questions. Let me just take a quick drink of water. Okay, so Harry, why did he put Danny plays twice? But okay, it doesn't really matter. What's your favorite game? That's a tough one. What is my favorite game? DayZ, of course. Why did you join YouTube? Okay, this is a question I think you guys can appreciate some honesty. Okay, the reason I joined YouTube is because I thought I used to look up to, this is back when I played console, I'd look up to all these guys that were Call of Duty players, and I thought, that is the coolest thing ever. They get to make YouTube videos. They get to make videos about a game, and then people watch him. And like, what? Like, he gets to stream and people like do all this and like love him? That's awesome. So then I was like, okay, I'm going to try this out. And the other thing is, I was, I thought, wow, that could be, easy money. Like, I can just make videos and games and make money. And, this is the dream, right? And then you quickly realize that is not the case. The money is not near as much as the hours you put in. So, if you're looking for it as a job, it's a terrible job. But the amount of enjoyment I get out of having fans around that tweet me, that comment on all my videos, that like it, and then that's the cool part for me. The money really, I don't care that much at all, because, when you're even this small as me, you don't make any money really at all. So yeah, I really enjoy having the fan base, I guess, as you can say. What is your favorite? Do you have any favorite videos that you made? Yes, my favorite video I made, I think, would be either Starry Sniper Skirmish, because everybody loved that video. I don't know why. Everybody thought that was a really, really good video. Excuse me. And I thought the Farewell Mosin video, because I really liked that video, because I know everyone had an attachment to the Mosin. I really liked the Mosin, and there's some really nice shots that I got with the Mosin in that video. So thanks very much for the questions, Harry. Let's move on to the next one. So Bondi with the question: how does one become such a Blaze Lord? Bondi, it takes a long time and it's a lot of work, but at the end of the day, you can come up and you can finally become a Blaze Lord if you I know you're a bit of a Blaze peasant, Bondi, but we can get there someday. I suppose I can show you the ways. Thanks, Bondi, for the question. Now, next we have Fred. Danny, what keeps you coming back to DayZ Standalone, and how do you deal with the frustration of the game in its current state? What keeps me coming back? DayZ is just an obsession of mine, I guess. DayZ is just a game that I was always meant to play. Like, that was the game that really, like, it just, everybody has a game that they love. Battlefield, Call of Duty, whatever it may be. There's so many different games that people love so much, and DayZ is that for me. Like, I can just play DayZ so much just because I love it to pieces. It's just a perfect game. Permadeath, it's scary, it requires skill. I just love it. And how do I deal with the frustration of the game? To be honest, I think everyone's blown it out of proportion with, the game in the current state is awful, because, like, it's just the same thing, really. It's never really changed a huge amount, in my opinion. I hear everyone bitch and moan about it, but, I don't really care about other people's opinions, and, I just get sick of hearing people complain about the game all the time. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but whatever. Like, we can get over that, right? I don't know. I just like the game. I just love the game. I don't really get overly frustrated with it, because I know what I'm getting myself in for. I know it's going to be laggy. I know it's going to be this. So I don't set my expectations to be any higher than that, and then I never get disappointed. So that's about it, Fred. Thanks for the question, Freddie. Let's move on to the next one. It's from Elliot Lewis. What is your favorite food/meal? My favorite food is either Chinese takeaway food, not actual Chinese food, because Chinese food is so much different to Chinese takeaway food, and pizza. Those two things are great. I haven't had them in a long time. I'd really like to have some. I might order some this weekend, actually. So, yeah, that might be a thing. Nader asks me, do you like the direction DayZ is going? What keeps you motivated to play the game? Do I like the direction DayZ is going? DayZ is going a lot. It's pulling away a lot from PvP and going towards survival, which is, to be honest, what it should be. To be honest, I have nothing wrong with that. I think it should be like that. But the reason I play DayZ is obviously for the action and for the, exploring and kind of running around. I do like the survival aspect of it, though. I don't like just the pure PvP, because, if it was just pure PvP and literally nothing else, I wouldn't like DayZ. So I do like the way it's going, but I hope it's not gonna equip too much to people that want to build bases and do nothing and just sit in their bases and do nothing all day. I want it to be a rough, brutal kind of shooter that if you make mistakes, you have to pay for it. I think that would be really good. And then Nader asks, what keeps you motivated to play the game? DayZ is just my favorite game at all time. Like, I can start it up and play it anytime. I don't get frustrated at bugs because I know it's going to be decent key. I know I'm probably going to kill myself walking into a house. I know I'm going to, I don't know, die to some bullshittery like a hacker or something. But you know, it's all in the experience. I still love playing it. I like every moment I started up. I enjoy it, to be honest. I do obviously get very frustrated at the game sometimes, but I think keeping a positive attitude about it is the most important thing, because as soon as you let it go negative, I've seen it with a lot of my friends, as soon as they let someone else influence them that they think it's negative, then, you know, their minds go, it's negative. So, you know, I just never let that get in my mind. I'm always like, it's positive. I always think good about the game, so, you know, it's not a big issue to me, and I don't think I'll ever hate it. So, yeah, that's it. Thanks, Nader, for the question. Let's go on to the next one, which is from I'm a Spastic. Great name, dude. Why did you start YouTube? Again, I've said to make money and to make a fan base, but then I quickly realized the money wasn't in it and the fan base was the best thing about it. So any tips for beginners? Yes, you need to upload good videos, make them as good quality as you possibly can, upload them as regularly as possible, so like 2 to 3 times a week maybe, upload, smash them out, make sure they're good quality, and if you're not happy with it and you don't think it's good, other people aren't going to think it's good. And right, when you're watching a DayZ video especially, everyone has their own emotional attachment to their own situation that happened. Say if I got in a gunfight, then I know what's happening and I know how scared it was, but other people watching it aren't. So you need to put yourself in the viewer's shoes and think how if they would like it. I still, by the way, I'm not a very good video editor, but you need to put yourself in their shoes and then do it like that, and imagine that you're watching it for the first time, and then think, is it a good video? And then you should be good. So let's move on to the next question, which is my last one, I think, is Sam Selbera said, hey man, why did you start playing DayZ and what made you so into it? That's a great question. Very, very good question, man. What made me start playing DayZ? I used to play Call of Duty, and there was some YouTubers, Wings of Redemption, I'm not sure if it was Woody's gamertag, Wings of Redemption and someone else, when they were big Call of Duty players, I used to be a big Call of Duty player, you could see that they moved over and played DayZ Mod one day, and I was wondering what the hell it was. I was like, okay, this looks weird. Okay, and then I kept watching videos, and I was like, whoa, this looks really cool. And I always really wanted to play on a PC. I don't know why. PC just seemed like a really, really cool idea. So I said, okay, look, I'm going to try this out on my laptop. And then I got all the stuff. It took me ages to install the mod back in the day. It was so hard to get. I didn't understand anything. I didn't know how to, this is the first game I played on PC. And then I played it, and I was scared as shit for the first ages I played it, and I absolutely loved every fucking minute of it. I absolutely loved every minute of it. So then I decided I got a real proper PC just to play DayZ because I loved it so much. And then, yeah, the addiction started there. It was just so much about the game. It's such a great concept. Dean Hall is, he was an absolute genius in that behalf of making this game. I have so much respect for him. And then Hicks now taking over the game. It's absolutely brilliant. He's bringing it in the direction that it needs to go. People need to understand it's not going to, get there quickly. So, whatever. If people are going to be so negative about it, just don't play the game. Like, it's better off just going away. So thank you very much for all the questions. Let me make sure I don't have another one. Oh no, I do, from Mikey. When are we going down Dublin for a night out? As soon as we hit 20k, okay? We actually do, Mikey. As soon as we hit 20k, we need to buy tickets. You need to buy tickets and come over to Dublin. I'll meet you in Dublin and we'll go for a night out, okay? And then, I don't know, I might go over to England. I don't know where Mikey lives again. Sorry, Mikey. Okay, let me check if we any more questions. Okay, yeah, here we do have more questions. Sorry, my bad. Do you want to take YouTube and Twitch more seriously after school, or stay as a hobby? And can we make love after the event? The fact that we didn't make love after the event, I think is a no to the second part of that. And the first part, do you want to take YouTube and Twitch more seriously? That's a great question. Do I want to take it more seriously? As you can tell, I don't have anything pre-planned to say for these questions. I just said I'd record it. I would like to take it more seriously, but I think I'll always want to do a job as well, because if I do this full time, it would be kind of I do this for fun, and if I had to do it full time, it would put so much stress on it. It could be cool to do it, and I might try it maybe. I don't know, it depends on how the future goes. But for now, definitely the plan is that I'll be doing a job as well, and this will just be a hobby because I like it as a hobby and it's a lot of fun. So Esper asks me, how did we meet, Kappa? What's your process for editing / making videos? I remember how we met, Esper. We Phrase introduced us. Nice. Got it. And what's your process for editing / making videos? My process is, I'd say, get the footage together. I drag it together. I need to always make sure, I need to have a quick look at everything that in terms of the music. I get all the main clips, I put it together, then I add music to it, and then add voiceovers if they're needed, because in some of the voices you might hear like noise in the background, like someone hoovering or something like that. So it's kind of shit in that respect. So otherwise, yeah, I have a pretty short process. It's nothing too special. Jacob asks me, what is your motivation / inspiration to start making Daisy YouTube videos, and what keeps you here still making these videos to this day? What's my motivation? My motivation is to have a fan base, and that's the coolest thing that there is to me. To see when I stream, then to see the same the same names come into chat every time, to see the same names in the comments of my videos saying they really enjoyed the video, to meet people in game that say, oh, I think I know your YouTube channel, to play with other guys that have similar sized YouTubes. That's my motivation, and I really, really fucking adore it, and it's the coolest thing. And what keeps you here still making videos to this day? Exactly that, the determination to keep that up. It slips and slides sometimes because everybody has different priorities at different times, but that is my main motivation, to be honest. That is what drives me forward. I really, really like having a fan base and making the content towards people that would really like what they do, and people thinking that maybe I'm good at the game, and that's what I like. I originally made videos to show off my footage, what happened in the game for me, and I think that's what everybody did as well. So thanks, Jake, for the question. And one more, I hope, God, this is a lot, and this has been a long video so far, so if you watched it up to here, fair play. What's your favorite Daisy gun and why? The Blaze with the hunting scope, because I like long range weapons. I like weapons that I can be like precise with, and the fact that I can fire 2 quick shots enables me to shoot people at a longer range much easier than the Winchester. And that's it. KVI says, hello Danny, I play DayZ and don't want to play when I have gear because I don't want to die. Have any tips? Yes, go get your character and go get him right into PvP straight away. Don't say anything to me, just go get into a gunfight. You need to get used to that, and then you'll be fine. Once you do it, you'll be fine. Trust me, it's not too hard to get gear. It's not a big issue, KVI. Just do it. You'll be fine. You'll get there eventually. And that is it. No, it's not, is it? Okay, no, it's not. I'm sorry we've said that about 20 times. No, it is it. Okay, we're good, I think. Yeah, we're good. So thank you very much for listening to the video. If you listened up to here, I know it's been 20 minutes long. I'm sorry. I hope you enjoyed it, okay? And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. I appreciate it a lot, and I'll see you later.